Good evening, New Mexico. You're watching KM96 News. I'm Candace.
And I'm Maple. It's Monday, and we've got a full evening of news, weather, and updates to help you start your week feeling informed and prepared.
Here's what we're covering today. Fannie Mae has just announced a major change that could open the door to homeownership for millions of Americans, particularly first-time homebuyers and those with limited credit history.
We'll also highlight Detroit's electric road, the first in North America that can charge EVs while they're in motion. Plus, free driverless rides in Las Vegas showing how autonomous vehicles are already becoming part of everyday travel.
Locally, we'll spotlight Albuquerque's new River of Lights and new pay raises for Santa Fe City employees.
We'll also bring you your weekly weather forecast along with our Holiday Wellness Minute to help you take care of your mind and body during December.
And in travel news, we will talk about Albuquerque's new Sunport Flyside Pass, which allows visitors to explore the terminal even without a boarding pass.
So, whether you're getting ready for school, work, or holiday errands, stay with us and we'll keep you informed and prepared for the week ahead. Let's start with our top story. Home ownership just got a major boost for millions of Americans.
Big news today for prospective home buyers. Fannie Mae has officially removed its long-standing minimum credit score requirements for conventional loans underwritten through its automated system.
That's right. As of November 16, 2025, loans submitted to Fannie Mae's automated underwriting system, Desktop Underwriter or DU, will no longer require a minimum 620 credit score. Instead, DU will evaluate each borrower more holistically, looking at a broader mix of factors such as income, debt levels, payment history, assets, and even non-traditional credit indicators.
For many home buyers, especially first-timers, younger buyers, and people with thin credit, this could be a game changer. Up until now, falling below 620 often meant automatic disqualification for conventional financing, even if the rest of your financial profile was solid.
Exactly. Under the new rules, borrowers who were previously shut out might get a second look. DU's assessment now weighs payment history, debt-to-income ratio, loan-to-value, savings, and other factors, not just a single numeric cutoff score.
Importantly, this doesn't mean Fannie Mae or lenders have lowered their standards. According to Fannie Mae, the underwriting standards remain the same. What's changed is the way they assess borrower risk. The emphasis is now on a complete risk profile evaluation rather than a rigid credit score floor.
Here's a quick look at what's different. Then, before November 16, 2025, you must have a 620 plus credit score. There was automatic disqualification if you were below 620. Many borrowers also needed alternative loan types, but now, after November 16, 2025, there's no fixed minimum credit score required. Holistic evaluations such as income, assets, debt to income, payment history, and non-traditional credit history, and many borrowers may now qualify for conventional loans, often with better terms.
That means borrowers who might have only had the option of higher cost or government-backed loans could now access conventional financing with potentially lower mortgage insurance costs and better long-term rates.
For example, borrowers who remain steady on rent or utilities but lack traditional credit, or younger borrowers who haven't built long-term histories, could now see more favorable underwriting results.
Still, it's not a guaranteed approval for everyone below 620. Lenders may still have their own additional requirements. Private mortgage insurance companies and investor guidelines may also apply stricter thresholds.
So this change boosts flexibility, but it doesn't erase risk. Income stability, debt levels, savings, and how consistently bills are paid will still matter, perhaps now more than ever.
If you're thinking about buying a home and want to take advantage of this change, talk to a mortgage lender. Present your full financial profile, income, assets, debts, and payment history, and don't assume a low score means no. Let them evaluate your full life.
And for those waiting, this could open a new door towards home ownership, especially in markets where conventional loans may feel out of reach. And this evening, we'll take a look at one of the most forward-thinking transportation experiments in America, a roadway that charges electric vehicles while they drive, and it's happening right now in Detroit.
A quarter-mile stretch of 14th Street in Detroit's historic Corktown, Michigan Central districts has become the first roadway in the United States equipped to wirelessly charge electric vehicles while in motion. That might sound futuristic, but the technology is real and already installed. Under the surface of the pavement are inductive charging coils, copper coils embedded beneath the asphalt that generate a magnetic field. Vehicles specially equipped with corresponding responders can draw electricity from those coils even while driving.
So what makes this setup so impressive is that the charging works both while the vehicle is parked or idle and while it's in motion. So whether you're stopped at a light or cruising down the road, the system can transfer power to the EV battery. Officials say that the coils only activate when a compatible vehicle, one with the required receiver, passes over. So the system is safe for other road users, pedestrians, and even wildlife.
The pilot project was unveiled in late 2023 at Michigan Central, involving the state's Department of Transportation, the city, and a company called Electrified, which developed the inductive charging system. The plan calls for expansion, eventually building up to a full mile of electrified roadway in the Corktown neighborhood and possibly beyond.
One of the biggest questions about this technology is, can it handle real-world conditions? Michigan winters, ice, snow, asphalt, wear and tear. According to a recent 2025 report, the answer appears to be yes. The charging system has held up through winter storms, salting, and often even road repairs. EV vans, including a test shuttle provided by the Ford Motor Company, have repeatedly charged successfully, showing the system is robust and durable.
The implications could be huge. Imagine buses, vans, or rideshare vehicles that never need to be plugged in. Continuous charging on the go could dramatically reduce range anxiety, shrink battery size requirements, and overhaul how cities plan EV infrastructure. But for now, this remains a pilot. The quarter-mile portion of 14th Street is open and to testing only, and only EVs equipped with the necessary receiver kits are able to use the charging coils. Wider public rollout and standardization will take time.
Still, it's a major milestone. From the birthplace of the auto industry to a proving ground for its electric future, Detroit is showing what may be coming next for mobility across America.
And as this technology evolves, it could change more than just how we power cars. It could reshape how we build our cities, how we design our roads.
Next, Albuquerque's own Holiday Light Festival is now in full swing. It's the River of Lights, and it's the biggest walk-through light show in New Mexico.
Running through December 30th, the River of Lights transforms the gardens of the Albuquerque Biopark Botanic Garden into a 1.6-mile path of shimmering magic. The show features over 700 hand-welded light displays and animated sculptures, from glowing desert plants and sea creatures to larger-than-life dinosaurs and fantasy scenes.
It's a perfect outing for family, friends, or a cozy date night with holiday lights, art, and a festive atmosphere. Entrance begins at 5 p.m. each night and runs until 10 p.m., with your ticket granting timed entry to avoid overcrowding.
Ticket prices are $21 for adults, $12 for youth, and kids under age 3 get in free. If you pick a value night, prices drop a little. More info is available online when you reserve.
A few tips if you plan to go, because this is one of the most popular holiday events in Albuquerque. Organizers recommend buying tickets in advance. Many nights book up fast, especially on weekends. Also, to make it easier, they offer a free park and ride shuttle from the Biopark Zoo directly to the Botanic Garden entrance. It's a great way to avoid traffic and parking headaches near Old Town and surrounding neighborhoods.
If you want a quieter, less crowded experience, consider going on a weekday or earlier in December before holiday traffic ramps up. Many families tell us it makes for a more relaxed stroll, better for kids, easier to enjoy the lights, and more time for photos.
Beyond being a lovely night out, the River of Lights plays an important role in the community. It's the annual fundraiser for the New Mexico Biopark Society, helping support the zoo, aquarium, botanic garden, and educational and conservation programs across the biopark.
Whether you go to wander under a canopy of lights, sip hot cocoa, snap festive photos, or just soak in the holiday spirit, River of Lights is a top option for a New Mexico winter evening.
For tickets and full details, including special sensory-friendly nights, park and ride info, and recommendations, check out riveroflights.org.
Bundle up, grab someone you love, and enjoy one of Albuquerque's brightest holiday traditions. We turn now to a developing story affecting hundreds of thousands of New Mexicans. The Trump administration has warned the state that federal SNAP funding may be withheld unless New Mexico provides 5 years of detailed data on program recipients, including names and immigration status.
SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, is the country's largest anti-hunger program. It helps families buy groceries, keeps food on the table during tough times, and reduces child hunger. In New Mexico, SNAP also boosts local economies. Every dollar in SNAP spending typically generates more demand for local grocers, farmers, and food suppliers. Nearly 500,000 residents rely on it each month.
Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham's office is pushing back against the USDA's request, calling it overly broad and poorly timed. Earlier this year, New Mexico sued over similar demands, and a judge temporarily blocked the USDA from cutting SNAP funds. Officials say another legal challenge is likely.
However, State House Republican leader Gail Armstrong says that the state should comply, arguing that the federal government needs more complete recipient data to address SNAP error rates and protect program integrity.
Complicating matters, during the recent federal government shutdown, New Mexico spent $30 million of its own budget to maintain SNAP benefits so families wouldn't see interruptions. The state is now seeking reimbursements from federal agencies, something that could be affected by this new dispute.
States had until today, December 8th, to respond. If New Mexico refuses, federal officials could withhold the administrative funding, the money that keeps the program running day to day, potentially affecting food access for families across the state.
This remains a developing situation with major implications on food security for New Mexico's most vulnerable residents. We'll continue following this closely as the deadline approaches.
We now turn to Santa Fe, where city leaders have just signed a landmark ordinance designed to help workers keep up with rising housing and living costs.
Under the newly adopted ordinance, Santa Fe's base living wage will rise, reaching $17.50 per hour by 2027. In the meantime, the city employee minimum wage will begin adjusting upward as early as January 1, 2026, for those earning below that threshold. But the wage climb isn't arbitrary. The city is changing how future increases are calculated. Rather than tie all adjustments to inflation or fixed increments, Santa Fe becomes the first city in the U.S. to link its minimum wage to both consumer prices and local housing costs. Under the new formula, wage changes will be determined annually based on a 50-50 blend of the Regional Consumer Price Index, CPI, and the fair market rent for a two-bedroom unit set by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, with a 5% annual cap on increases.
That shift reflects a growing concern among city officials. Over the past several years, rents and home prices in Santa Fe have increased dramatically, while wages lagged behind. In fact, data shows that rents rose above 74% and home prices 80% since 2016, while median incomes only climbed about 36%. Many working families have become rent-burdened or forced to relocate outside of the city.
The ordinance is expected to benefit roughly 9,000 workers, about 20% of Santa Fe's workforce, especially workers in service sectors, hospitality, retail, and other industries with traditionally lower wages. Proponents say this wage update is more than just a pay raise. It's a part of a broader strategy to preserve Santa Fe as a diverse, inclusive community. City officials have argued that when wages stay low while housing costs soar, longtime residents are priced out, threatening the city's cultural identity and forcing working families to look elsewhere.
Santa Fe is also working on other housing affordability measures in parallel, building more housing units, updating zoning laws, and using revenue from a mansion tax on high-end home sales to fund affordable housing initiatives. City leaders say wage increases alone won't fix housing shortages, but they're a key piece of a larger plan.
Of course, not everyone loves change. Some small business owners worry about increased labor costs. Others, including some city council members, argue that while $750 is an improvement, it may still not meet the real cost of living needs in a city where rents remain high.
There are also questions about how the rule will affect tipped workers, nonprofits, and small businesses. The ordinance allows some exceptions. For example, certain nonprofits funded through Medicaid waivers may be exempt. Tipped employees and those earning commission are subject to special rules under the living wage law.
But for many workers, especially those who've struggled with rising rents, unpredictable schedules, and high living costs, this could make a real difference in being able to afford to stay in the city where they work. If you ever wanted to experience the airport without catching a flight, now you can. The Albuquerque International Sunport has launched a brand new program called the ABQ Flyside Pass.
The Flyside Pass, which launched on November 25th, allows adults 18 and older to go past TSA security without a plane ticket. That means locals can now explore the terminal, meet friends at the gate, shop, dine, and enjoy local art and live music just like a traveler.
It's a creative way to make the Sunport feel like a community space again. And the best part? It's free and available 7 days a week from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m.
To get a Flyside Pass, you simply apply online and go through a TSA screening just like a normal traveler. Once cleared, the terminal is yours to explore.
And just in time for the holidays, Sunport is rolling out Sunport Local Sunport Business Saturdays. On those days, all terminal retailers and restaurants offer 10% off for both travelers and Flyside Pass holders.
It's a fun way to support local businesses, enjoy some festive shopping, and soak in the airport's unique atmosphere.
So, whether you're curious about recent renovations, haven't been past security since before 9/11, or just want a different way to spend a Saturday, the Flyside Pass might be your ticket without ever leaving the ground.
From local art to live music, shopping to dining, the Albuquerque Flyside Pass is giving the Sunport a whole new role as a community hub for everyone, not just travelers.
For more information or to apply, visit the Albuquerque Sunport website.
Now let's turn to your weekly weather forecast for New Mexico. We're starting December with cold evenings, mild afternoons, and a weak system midweek affecting mostly the mountains. Wednesday brings light snow in the northern mountains above 7,500 feet, Taos, Red River, and the Santa Fe peaks. The valleys remain mostly dry, but roads in higher elevations could be slick. Thursday clears out with seasonal averages returning, while Friday may see a minor rain-slow mix in northern and central areas. The weekend looks sunny and mild, perfect for holiday shopping and outdoor activities. December can be stressful. Here are a few simple tips to support your mind and body this season. 1. Stay in motion. Short walks or stretching improve circulation and mood. Make sure to stay hydrated. Winter air and indoor heating dry you out quickly, so drink plenty of water. Set boundaries. You don't have to attend every event. Protect your mental space. Daily joy. Dedicate at least one activity that makes you happy, like read, bake, walk, or call a friend.
Those are practical and actionable. Small habits can make a big difference.
Exactly. And with next week's mild afternoons and sunny periods, there will be plenty of opportunities to get outside and recharge.
Absolutely. And don't forget, the River of Lights is running through December 30th. Lights, music, museums, and festive fun for the whole family. It's a great way to celebrate the season and make some memories.
From everyone here at KM96 News, thank you for letting us be a part of your evening. We're proud to keep you informed, connected, and engaged with your community, from local happenings to national updates and even holiday tips.
Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Enjoy the holiday spirit and remember to pause and savor those small moments of joy.
We'll be back next week with more news, updates, and helpful tips to start your week right. I'm Maple.
And I'm Candace. Have a great Monday, New Mexico.